feel what it was like to be toy then.
How did it feel, like being toy? Fat? Hello! I'm Toy.
And I am Goy.
And welcome to Toy and Goy. We are finally off to our holiday.
I've worked for 10 weeks without a single day off.
Shall I put the violin background now?
Yeah, the sad music. Life's so hard.
To work 10 weeks in a row without a day off is required applause. No, seriously, it's hard. I've seen you. And
You've seen my emotions up and down and up and down.
And when we see him up and down, and usually when he's up, I'm down, and vice versa. You know, it's one of those roller coasters you don't want to go up on. But anyway, let's talk about the holiday. I'm very excited.
Woo!
We are going to Sitges.
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 Yes.
Sitges.
Sitges.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are going to Sitges. It's 30 kilometers south of Barcelona. We will stay there. And of course, we'll take a lot of videos.
I'll show you all about our fantastic holiday.
Yeah, of course. Because that's who we are. But today, I would like to talk about the anxieties related to a holiday. You know, a holiday can be fantastic, but there is a lot of, well, I feel always, there are a lot of emotions, anxieties, stress involved before the holiday, during the holiday. Yeah. But how many holidays have we done together?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
Holidays.
And we survived.
Yeah.
Well done to us.
Yeah. We have a great time.
Yeah, it's quite hard, and you know, sometimes. Yeah, I'm hard work. I know.
I'm hard work too.
I'm hard work. The first anxiety I would like to talk to you is packing. I'm very stressed when it comes to...
I need to be sympathetic.
I know it's hard for you to be sympathetic. And
So, if you know us, you'll probably have heard of the legend that is Isaac packing stress. Usually, at least 2 weeks before, he starts to stress. Oh my God, we need to pack, we need to pack, we need to pack. So we get the suitcases out of the loft and they sit in our bedroom for a further 2 weeks. And then every day you're like, I haven't packed, we need to pack, we need to do this.
I think this is part of my charm. I have a problem with packing because with packing, it's all about like...
Putting things in a suitcase.
Yes, but did I put the right amount? Did I put the right things? Or do I need to take that? Or do I need to take that? Or I'm stressed, and we always, well, we haven't traveled yet when we had like big luggage. It's only always hand luggage, and it's like you need to pack for a week.
We went to Portugal.
Yeah.
About a week before we were due to fly, Isaac came home from the office.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I've just packed. He swore at me a lot. He didn't believe that I packed, and then he started to list, had I packed this, had I packed that, had I packed that. All of it was yes, because it's just putting some clothes in a suitcase.
He told me that day, when he packed, the devil inside me wanted him to forget something. And when we'll be there, and he said, oh, I forgot to pack. You see, I told you. That's the devil inside.
That would be useful. Going for 7 days, you need at least 7 pairs of pants, at least 7 pairs of socks, at least 7 t-shirts / vests / jumpers, some trousers, wear your shoes, wear a jacket. You're gonna go done.
Oh, I forgot to put the flip-flops now.
Oh goodness.
I know.
But he stresses and says, oh, we need to pack, and then you don't pack. The suitcases will be there for days and days and days, and you don't put anything in them.
Yes, but I do remind you some stuff, like the cap.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't pack that because you think you're so, you know, you're
so used to the sun.
Yeah,
who
you're used
needs
to the
protection?
sun, and you're not getting.
Who needs
burned.
protection?
Yeah, of course. What's your first anxiety?
Not getting enough sleep. If you've seen our Madeira video, or the Portugal holiday, the second one where we're in Madeira,
Link will be there.
Yeah, there's the opening few seconds is me being too tired and grumpy to want to be filmed. And if I don't have enough sleep, I'm really grumpy, and I freely admit that. And travelling, usually you're getting up early or late, and you're not resting properly, because in an airport and on a plane you can't really relax. So I get very tired and I get very grumpy. On our last holiday we had 4 flights before 10 o'clock.
Is it time to bring a smart thing of me and a quote Albert Einstein? Says, if you're not doing anything new...
Those who've never made any mistakes have never tried anything new. Why does that relate to me not sleeping?
Because we learned that booking early flights
we made that mistake and we've learned
should not happen.
Yeah.
And even if it's the best price ever and the best deal ever, if the flight's before 8 o'clock in the morning,
well, no, before
9 o'clock in the morning,
midday, because
before 10 o'clock in the morning, we should not book it.
Even 10 o'clock, we'd have to be leaving wherever by 7, which means I wouldn't get enough sleep.
You're so spoiled. Part of being in holiday is to change that routine and to change your habits. And I understand the lack of sleep, and I understand that you kind of need your beauty sleep for 10 hours. But
I wish.
But the thing is, I'm waking up early. I'm an early bird. If I go to sleep at 1 o'clock, I can still wake up at 7 and I'm like, yeah, fine. Yeah, maybe be tired, but yeah. In the holiday, there was a time where, I was very patient. I was very patient until we arrived to Madeira. I was very patient, because the first day we arrived to Lisbon, it was so dead. He only wanted to sleep. I said to him, you know what? Just go to sleep. I'll wander. Just go to sleep. Yeah? So that was the first day. The second day, I can't remember. I think you kind of recovering or whatever. And then the third day we had to fly again. And then we arrived to the airport. Goy has this miserable face that he didn't sleep. And I just, oh, don't you start.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I said something like, don't you start again. And he was really grumpy. I apologize because I was not sympathetic the way you are not sympathetic to my packing habit. My next anxiety would be the airport. The whole process of gathering time, making sure you find the right place or whatever, where to go, make sure that you pass security and then there is no long queues and etc. Make sure that, hoping that the flight won't be delayed, waiting and the amount of people and Luton, 10 stars out of million stars.
What an airport.
It is improving slowly because it's much better now. It's much better now than it was 2 years ago. But Luton Airport, not only it takes ages to get there, not only the parking arrangement there are a bit weird, the amount of space you have.
There's no space for the number of people at that airport.
So if you come and you have many flights on that time, it's like you can't find a place to sit, and you can't find a place really to relax and really to chill out and getting ready for the flight. And so that's Luton. But then when you get to your destination, the whole process of, what will be the queue like? Will the bags arrive or not? Blah blah blah, and all this, and how do you get out? And so there is a lot of things around the airport that could make me a bit stressed.
Airports are not fun.
But I've seen, I will have to check my facts and maybe I will attach the video, and there is an airport that declared the best airport in the world, and the airport, I think it's in Singapore, and that airport has loads to offer to the passengers, even if you're not business.
Okay.
And you have swimming pool there, you have it's kind of
sauna?
Maybe. Yeah.
Some people enjoy it.
Yeah, some people are really getting buzzed.
Sitting on uncomfortable chairs and having horrible toilets and no fresh air.
What's your next anxiety? Speaking of toilets.
Speaking of toilets, so I'm a very regular pooer. Normally, I wake up, first thing I do is have a really lovely poo, have a shower, start my day, feeling brilliant. Whenever we travel, my body decides to go, oh no, you're a little bit stressed, we're not going to let you poo. You're just going to keep this one inside you for the next few hours. So you're sitting in the airport thinking, normally I'd have had my poo by now, but I don't feel comfortable to do it here. You get on a plane and then you start thinking, well, I don't want to poo on the plane because there's only one toilet, and if I go in for longer than 30 seconds, people will know I'm having a poo, and then they'll judge me when I come out. But then you can't have a poo anyway because your body's going, no, this is staying right here. And then you land and you get to the airport and you're like, come on, you must be able to have this poo now, and your body's like, no, sorry. And then for the next few days, that whole bodily cycle is out of sync, and you just feel bloated and uncomfortable. And
So let me tell you that. I promise you that if I do a quick Google search,
yeah,
this is a well-known problem.
probably.
Because you have routine and everything. But not only that, because I don't have routine when I need my number 2. I just do it every time, everywhere. But
Just
exactly. But that's
It's fine,
my
yeah.
physical problem. But because you change the environment, and I think there is something related to the oxygen level in the plane as well and everything. So I'm sure I'll try to have a look and investigate. It's a common problem.
It's a serious problem.
Yeah, it is.
Being full of poo is not fun.
My next anxiety, it is and it isn't anxiety, because I like going to new places. I like to see new places. I like to, to explore, to find myself, to say, ooh, that's a new place. Oh, I remember we went here, we went there, and kind of testing yourself in a way. But there is still some sort of anxiety behind, in that
Little devil.
the little devil, yeah, that makes you a bit stressed. This is a new place. How to communicate with people if it's not your language, and and they in Barcelona and in that area, Catalonia, not Spain.
It's not Spain. It's
yeah,
Catalonia.
of course, it's Catalonia.
It's not Spain.
Speaking Spanish, so I'm not a Spanish speaker, and I don't know how they know English. So that's the thing where communication is a bit.
I get very stressed very quickly if I can't communicate with someone. But I'm awful at languages as well. So going somewhere and then suddenly that realisation that, I've been very ignorant and I haven't learnt anything, and now I can't even order a coffee without it going wrong. And also being English, if something is wrong, you don't speak up and say, oh, actually, no, I asked for this. You go, oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Sorry, thank you.
Sorry, Mike, sorry. No, we wouldn't just...
He paid for it, and he's not happy. And he will eat it, or drink it, or both, and won't complain.
My next one is the experience of being on a plane itself. Now, I don't have claustrophobia, and I don't particularly get scared in small spaces, but the feeling you have on a plane, being trapped in this very unpleasant vessel, where it's uncomfortable, the seats hurt, you can't put your legs anywhere, getting up is annoying because the person sat next to
You're
you
very
ask
tall,
them
I
to-
know.
It's just the toilets, there's no room to move. It's just so unpleasant being on a plane. It's like being on the worst bus, but knowing that you can't get off. You can't open a window for fresh air. You can't get any normal rights as a living thing on a plane. You're just stuck in this box. And cabin crew are so polite, but they're all dead inside. They're all dead inside.
Try you to be a cabin crew.
I don't want to be a cabin crew.
It's horrible. It's a hard job. It's a really hard job.
But nothing about a plane makes you feel nice.
And again, it's probably oxygen level as well.
And they're cold, and they're noisy.
Yeah, the noise. I can't stand the noise. And again, some people would maybe listen to us and think, what are they talking about? Being on a plane, traveling somewhere, it's buzzing, it's great, it's fun. Luckily, how long is our flight to Barcelona?
2 hours, 10 minutes.
Yeah, if the plane is not delayed. You know what really upsets me on the plane, if we are on the plane? So when we are about to land in London, and if we land in Heathrow, most likely, usually it happens in Heathrow. So you kind of seen in that navigation map, when the plane is here.
Ooh,
So,
we're nearly there.
We're nearly there. And then the pilot says, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to land, blah, blah, blah. But there is a lot of traffic in there, and it will take us 40 minutes until we land.
And just fly around
And
and around
just-
and around and around. When the plane lands, you can't get off, right? And here's another thing that really annoys me. It annoys me in all public transport. That before the door has opened, before anyone has the option of getting off, everyone stands up and starts trying to get their bags. And then there's no room because everyone stood in the aisle like this for 5-10 minutes. Just stay in your seat until the door is open. You've caused this traffic and this bottleneck. Yeah, it really winds me up. Just sit down until the door is open, you can actually leave. There is no point.
But there is something else with it. This is something in the brain that says to you, okay, you're ready to go. Stretch your body.
Yes,
stand.
but you know that there's no point getting your bag yet because you're just gonna have to stand there holding it or with it in the way of someone. And then when people don't filter out in turn,
yeah, that's
it should be line by line, and everyone goes, "Oh, it's not my line yet." People still in front of me, ready to get out of the seat.
God,
the people that just, "Oh, I'm ready. Off I go." Excuse me. It's actually my turn.
Another thing that is anxiety is budget. So you plan your money. You plan each kind of some sort of a budget. What are you going to spend? And I remember we went to Amsterdam.
Yep.
And we blew our budget in 24 hours.
No, we didn't blow our budget. We blew our budget for our entire month of normal life, as well as the holiday.
How did we manage to do that?
In 5 days.
In 5 days.
We were there for 5 days. This holiday is at the end of this month, so all our monthly money that is still left over, which is a surprising amount this time, is immediately being added to the holiday fund. So we're thinking, great.
I wonder if it takes us 48 hours or 24 hours.
We'll smash it.
Yeah,
especially because I want to go on some sailing thing, which costs.
The last and not least, anxiety. So, recently, I have noticed that, let's say, I gained a bit of weight. If you go to a cold country, you put a lot of clothes and everything, and
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if you know. But if we're going to a
Beachy
holiday, which is a beach, and you need to expose your body, that raised me a level of anxiety. What I'm happy, though, that how would I say that politely?
Well, you haven't said it politely for the last few days, have you?
And some fat as well. And when I say yes, you had tough 10 weeks, so I can't really complain, because I don't have that excuse, do I? I just fat. But not, so part of the anxiety is, related somehow to packing. So when I'm packing shorts that I haven't worn for a few months, I'm kind of looking at them and I say, should I take that risk or not?
You try them on before you pack.
No, I didn't. I couldn't bother.
Self-esteem.
Yeah, exactly. I prefer to believe that they will be fine.
Yeah.
Or not to pack them. Just take the bigger size anyway. just to be safe.
Let's not lie. We both put on a lot of weight.
Yes.
Yes. That's what happens when you're comfortable in a lovely relationship.
Yes. When I bought this shirt for you. Yeah, that's fine. I'm Buddha. What's your excuse? When I bought this shirt for you, I was under the impression that your belly won't stick out of it.
So I've worked for 10 weeks. In that period, I haven't worn normal clothes once because of my job. I'm out walking in the mud. I get dirty, so I wear loose-fitting joggers and my uniform t-shirts. It's all baggy, loose stuff. It was when we went to Laura's for Rosh Hashanah, when I went to put some trousers on, I realised I can't do these up. These trousers that I wore for most of last year, my favourite comfy trousers, I couldn't do them up. So I then tried another pair that were a little bit bigger. I was like, okay, I can do this up, this is fine. But when I moved, I thought, wearing real clothes, I feel so uncomfortable. I put on so much weight.
So we are allowing ourselves to
We're going to enjoy our holiday.
Go wild on our holiday, but maybe we'll start.
There's no maybe. When we're home,
we will start
exercising.
Maybe we will talk about it and do it.
Oh, we can do it, yeah.
Do it together with
that was
you.
low. That'd be hilarious.
Of course, if you like our videos, please consider subscribing our channel, like this video, share. See you guys soon.